if I have the right microphone. Nice to meet you. If you have any feedback for me, I would love to hear it. If you can hear me, please let me know. And if you feel that the volume of my microphone is good enough, okay? Today is going to be short, but quite cool, I would say. So yeah, if you, let's see, I'm going to share my screen. And let's do this. You should be able to see my screen right now. And I want to make a quick update and show you, explain to you what I want to cover. Jonathan has made an update on his repository. And what do I mean? He added some example, some getting started n8n workflows. So you will find, if you go to GitHub, just search GitHub IFC pipeline, and you will find it. Then example n8n workflows folder. And if you click here, you will see a folder, getting started IFC pipeline JSON. And then what you have to do is you can also download this file, but I will just copy a raw file. I'm back in my n8n. I created a new workflow, here, yeah. And now I will just do Command V, paste, right? I'm pasting things. And now you get some things, and it has some good starting points for you, which include some critical steps which I was not aware of before, okay? So you have this one for upload or download files. You have this one, IFC tester, for IDS stuff, so to run IDS. And you have IFC patch, which does many different things. I will not go over all this. My focus today is going to be this one right here, the IFC tester one, okay? Because this is the one that we worked for, but I will not focus on this, but on this one, okay? So you will need to do a few things here. I'm assuming that you have already installed n8n and it works for you. So you installed IFC pipeline using Docker and everything. And you see we have some issues here. We have to set up the credentials before we can use this. That means that you have to just, if you set up already your credentials, all you have to do is just open the node. Once you open, you will see that will disappear. You see here, I open this and it will disappear. Good. So now I have it. What's happening here? Let's have a quick look over these nodes. What's happening here, okay? So on IFC tester, form submission. What's happening here? It's asking us for an IFC file or model, okay? So usually the workflow is like this. So you'll have a form, a page where you upload a model. After that, this thing does it. Like this is just the form, right? So now we are in the back end of this. So we are just seeing the form and choosing the model. Then we have to use the upload file function node, and this will upload the file to IFC pipeline. And then we take some data from that, and we report it as an HTML. After that, because that HTML is just going to be saved here inside IFC pipeline on this folder in the test, right? Now, in order to access it, we have to read that. I'm reading this, like we are reading these results. We are going to see here where it's coming from, and then we extract some data from this file, and then we serve it as an HTML code, and then we see the result, okay? Might sound a bit complex, but that's all the steps that we have to do. Otherwise, we have to find another way to just download that HTML and open it manually. So let's do one thing. Now I'm going to run this. You see here, execute workflow. First, I have to make this active. A form trigger, getting started, use a conflicting. So this workflow cannot be activated. Are you kidding me? I have it in another workflow as well. So yeah, let me just let me save this, and I'll go back to, I have already this in IFC Validator, yeah. But it's the same thing. There are the same nodes, and yeah. So I'm going to just, here, this is inactive. Is because, okay, I have to deactivate this one. They are using some URL which is the same, so yeah, that's kind of what's happening. So it's okay. So, but actually I can go back. Wait, sorry for going back and forth. But yeah, I'll go back. Let's use the one that which one I just created? This one, because it has broken links all over the place. Okay, cool. So if I activate this one, I guess it's because I have to enable those things. Yeah. So I'll go back here. We have this, okay? There is a cool thing here. If you press on this, it will execute by default what you see here from on form submission, which is this first one. If you want to see everything that it's in this model, and you will see, like in this case, it will execute this workflow right here at the top. You want to press on this arrow, and we have three things because we have three workflows here. Three workflows which have a trigger. Okay, this one is not a workflow. This is just reading something. Okay, this is a workflow. This is another workflow, and this is another one. And in this case, I want to use this one, right? So I will use this one. We see here. Let me zoom in a bit. We see the name starts with from on IFC tester form submission. I will do that, and I choose it, and now I press on execute. And like I told you, now we are here. This is what's happening now. We get the form, and this is the form. Now I'm going to go to my sample files, and I will upload this one. I will submit. Once I do it, we will see which node works. We see that we uploaded the model. Now IFC tester is running and is testing it. And when this will be finished, it goes through with the next steps, right? So if I go back here, we get to see the results. And yeah, there are some tests here. This is just a random IDS that I had, so it's not built specifically for this project. But yeah, it still is checking for project information, and it has to have also the specific name and so on. But it does find some things that are correct. The materials, like they have material. So that's good. So going back to what's happening, now we can see exactly, right? We see that we got this model, which was uploaded, AC20 Institute var2. Then we go here, and this file gets uploaded, and it shows the message that it's uploaded successfully and also where, right? After that, we run our IDS. We connect this. We take from here the file path, because we have to say to our IDS, where is this model, where is this IDS located, and the file path, you see, like where is the, yeah, here is the IFC file name or ID, right? And we are using a variable, which is this. You just do it by dragging it here. It's quite straightforward. So we are saying, hey, go and check this model, this IFC model, not another one, and the IDS path, which is the IDS that already I have on my IFC pipeline. And then the output where this is going to be saved, and the what kind of report do I need? HTML, right? So we get this report, right? This is just text, HTML text. So now we are reading this information, right? We see that we are reading, and we choose which one by here, and we see this page right here. I'm not sure if this works, but let's download test. Let's download this and see if we open it. I will test at the end, actually, because now I'll just show you what's happening. So we read this data right now. We have this data file with an HTML extension, and now we are picking this information inside this file. We read it, and we see this is the data that we read. It's exactly the HTML, everything as it's supposed to be. We can visualize it in different ways: schema, table, or JSON. And then we serve it as an HTML as the last step, right? We get this and we format this properly as an HTML, because here is not formatted as an HTML. So let's see if that's the case. New Finder window, and let's go to downloads, and let's see how this looks. Yeah, actually this looks okay. There is a difference between these two files, okay? This one has been automatically done by n8n, taking and serving the file and so on. This one is exactly, you see the formatting issues. We don't add any settings when it comes to this, so that's why it's a bit misplaced. This is the original HTML, which was generated by IFC tester. So yeah, that's kind of how it looks. Let's see if we got any questions. If anyone is watching this, I hope I was sharing my screen in all this time. I hope so. But yeah, if you like these things, let me know, and tell me if you see any usability for this. Now we are just considering and assuming that we have the IDS and yeah, the IFC models, we have to have them, but the IDS, right? But yeah, this is a full workflow. And now the good part with this, you might think, okay, Petru, why should I use this, right? This doesn't save me too much time. But this is like when you do it manually, and I see some potential here. You can make this page, let's say, this form available for some users who don't know how to use IDS or create an IDS. So it can be a page where you just upload this, and people, any people can get immediate feedback on it, right? Maybe even, thank you, Jonathan, thank you. Even I'm preparing to close it, so we can chat again tomorrow because it's late for me. But yeah, like people who are not exposed to this, then scale. Now, maybe you do this manually, but what if you have tens of models or hundreds of them? Then this starts to become very powerful. And what if you have different projects and so on, right? So the potential here is amazing, right? I hope you see that too. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Thank you very much for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you up in the next one. I really have to go right now. My son is waiting for me.